Hi guys, we are back to read more of our story about I Once Was a Monkey, stories that the Buddha told. So the last story that the Buddha told to the monkey, and the monkey was really excited to hear, was when Buddha was a monkey and how he tricked the crocodile who tried to trick him. Now, all of the animals thought that this story was pretty funny. So let's go on and see what happens next. The animals in the cave all laughed. "Monkey almost lost his heart," exclaimed the dove. "Little monkey, aren't you glad to be here with us rather than on the back of a crocodile?" The monkey smiled. "Are you feeling better now?" the Buddha asked him. "Oh, yes, thank you," said the monkey shyly. "Wise Buddha, should we never believe what people tell us?" asked the jackal. "You were nearly eaten by the crocodile when you believed him." "Well, my smart friend," replied the Buddha, "I was greedy for the delicious fruit, and therefore I was ready to believe the crocodile without thinking. It is always best to keep a clear mind and to think before we act. I have another story to show you this. This story is called The Flight of the Beasts. I was a lion living in a forest near the ocean. Isn't it interesting? So far we've seen the Buddha be a tree, and we've seen him be a monkey, and we're gonna see him be a lion, and we've seen him be a forest sprite. Interesting, isn't it? I was once a lion living in a forest near the ocean. In this forest, at the foot of an old mango tree, a young hare lived in a hole, protected by the wide canopy of tree branches. The little hare was a worrywart, and one day as he lay resting in the dark, the hare had a frightening thought. What will happen to me if the good earth suddenly caves in? And just then, a huge, ripe mango fell to the ground with a crash, right above the little hare's hole. "The earth is indeed caving in," thought the hare, and he shot out of the hole and he ran off in panic. His cousin, who saw his frightened look, called to him. "What is the matter? Why are you running off in such a state?" And the timid hare yelled back without stopping, "The earth is caving in! I'm running away!" And his cousin immediately joined him. Another hare saw the commotion and joined them, and soon another did the same, until the whole family of hares were racing through the forest. A deer in the bamboo grove saw the flight of the hares and asked a straggler the reason. "The earth is caving in. The world is all coming to an end," the creature squeaked. Without hesitating, the deer joined them in their panicky flight, and soon all of his relatives had joined as well. And then came the wild boars, the oxen, the rhinoceros, the tigers, and even the elephants. And as the stampeding animals passed my lair, I heard their cries that the earth was caving in. But I did not hear the rumbling of an earthquake, and the world did not show any signs of coming to an end. I decided I had to stop them, for they were racing toward the ocean, and soon they could all drown. I caught up with the leaders just as they reached the beach. I gave my roar 3 times to stop their flight. "Who saw the earth is caving in?" I asked. "Did you see it, elephant?" "We didn't," said the elephants, "but the tigers did." "No, we didn't," said the tigers. "The rhinoceroses did." "Oh, we didn't," said the rhinoceroses. "The oxen did." "We didn't," said the oxen. "The wild boars did." "We didn't," said the wild boars. "The deer did." "We didn't," said the deer. "The hares did." "Well, none of us saw it," the hares said, "except for our little cousin." "I didn't see it," the timid young hare said, "but I heard it as I was resting and thinking what would happen if the good earth came to an end." "Where were you resting, little one?" I asked. "In my hole, at the front of an old mango tree," he said. I knew then what probably had caused the sound, and I addressed the animals. "Wait here. I will go find out what happened. Little Hare, show me the way to your hole." I put the frightened creature on my back and ran to his home. As he had described, his hole was at the foot of an ancient mango tree, and as I suspected, a big, ripe mango was lying next to it. "The noise you heard was just from the fall of this fruit," I said to the hare. "That's all." We went back to the beach and told the others what had occurred. "Oh, silly hare," said the turtle. "But he's not the only one who's afraid of a big noise. I was terrified of the thunder earlier, before I found this cave. Now I understand why we shouldn't believe everything that we hear," said the jackal. "I hope we would be as prudent as the lion in the story." "He was also brave," roared the lion proudly. He seemed to have gotten his hunger for the moment. "Wise Buddha, have you ever been a dove in your past life?" asked the little white dove. "In fact, I was one," answered the Buddha. I wonder if the next story the Buddha will tell will be when the Buddha is a dove. So the story that we will listen to on Monday is called The Wise Dove. Thanks, friends.